You are going to feel so much better after you hear what we're going to be talking about today. Stay tuned to learn strategies on how you can differentiate yourself in today's legal job market. And I'll also be sharing a free resource with you at the end. Welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, I'm Annie Little. I'm an ICF certified coach and a former lawyer. Since 2012, I've been helping lawyers with practical strategies to help them to land, lead, and succeed in the legal profession and beyond. First, we should probably talk about what the current state of the legal job market looks like in 2023. At the end of 2022, there was a mix of layoffs and hiring freezes, and after Q1 of 2023, we're starting to see some bigger layoffs in big law. So of course, it can be challenging to navigate this job market, but honestly, it's not that different from how it used to be, as in pre-2020. Lawyers will ask me, so is it just a bad job market for lawyers? And I have to say, not really. It may feel like it's a bad job market for lawyers, but from my perspective, that's really because we're coming off this hiring frenzy of 2 years, and I have never seen anything like that in the legal job market before, and I highly doubt we will see anything like that again. It was a straight up anomaly. Another thing to consider, there was a huge boom for transactional corporate work, and that was because of historically low interest rates. Now that interest rates have gone up in 2023, that demand for transactional work has gone down. So the legal market is just like any other, it's cyclical. And so when the demand for transactional work goes down, often there's an uptick in other areas, various types of litigation. There's always healthcare law these days. And then there's some other developments in data privacy and even cannabis. All that to say, even in what feels like a tough job market, there are opportunities for you. All right, so now that you know what this market looks like, let's talk about strategies for getting you hired. And the good news is there is so much you can do to differentiate yourself. So we're going to cover 4 things that you can do. LinkedIn networking, leveraging your transferable skills, also tailoring your resume and cover letters. Yes, cover letters. And working with a lawyer-specific career coach. Let's start with LinkedIn. Lawyers, after they've been looking for a while, they come to me and say, Annie, how do I get access to the so-called hidden job market? And this is usually after they've seen the statistic that anywhere between 75 and 85% of job opportunities are never publicly posted. And in a word, networking. And I know you don't want to hear networking, but this doesn't have to be like your grandpa's version of networking. And thanks to LinkedIn, you've got other options. What's great is you can engage with other legal professionals or potential clients or referral sources in the comments. You can send direct messages. There's a lot you can do. Also, one of the most important things about your profile is that recruiters will be looking at it. Recruiters account for part of the hidden job market, and they love to use LinkedIn. So if you don't have a profile, the networking aspects of LinkedIn aren't going to be quite as robust for you. Your profile doesn't have to be super over the top. You need a good headshot. You need a headline that includes the keywords to the type of jobs that you're looking for or the type of work that you do, kind of a combination of both. Think about a recruiter with a job description and what search words they would be typing in to find you on LinkedIn. Next, let's talk about leveraging your transferable skills. And yes, you have transferable skills. Even if you feel like you're pigeonholed, or even if you feel like your experience is super duper niche, I assure you that as a lawyer, you have many, many, many skills that are valuable to employers in the legal profession and outside as well. And if you're still convinced that you don't have transferable skills, stay tuned because I'm sharing a free resource all about transferable skills at the end of this video. But here's the bottom line. You can think of your transferable skills as anything that employers would find valuable. And here's a shortcut for you. What do all employers want? Problem solvers. All you have to do is show employers how your skills and experience and accomplishments are going to help them solve their most pressing problems. And if you can do that, you're going to set yourself ahead of 99% of other applicants. All right, let's talk resume and cover letter best practices for lawyers. I have a more detailed video that you can check out, but just broad strokes, here are the things that you need to be doing to make sure that you're going to be getting some traction in this job market. You've got to tailor your resume and cover letter to a particular job description. You cannot just be sending out resumes willy-nilly. Each one you send out needs to be tweaked at a minimum. Make sure you're highlighting your accomplishments, not just your responsibilities, not just your skills. You need to put them into context. And of course, let's, demonstrate that you are detail-oriented, always a transferable skill. Make sure that you're proofreading your resume and cover letter and that your formatting looks nice and clean and scannable with lots of white space around the edges and everything like that. And the last strategy we will talk about is working with a lawyer-specific career coach. You really need to work with somebody who understands lawyers and the legal profession. LinkedIn is full of really amazing career coaches, but most of them don't know anything about the legal profession, about lawyers, and a lot of the more generic advice they're giving can actually be detrimental to lawyers in their job search. And if you are ready to dive in, I want you to be fully prepared. So I have created a free guide that is all about how you can transfer your lawyer skills to other jobs. It's linked in the description below. Armed with all this knowledge from the video, from the free guide, you can confidently go out into this job market regardless of how challenging it may be and find the opportunities that are meant for you.